Now, after that, sorry if you guys didn't if you guys see, like, right now I kind of forgot some stuff because the audio broke again. And the video kind of messed up, so I'm actually using a backup file. Now, with Naruto having these kinds of abilities, he's gonna be doing a lot of impressive shit, such as once he learns that he can well, technically go to the Senju clan, which isn't there anymore by technicality, but can be accessed by the bloodline if he actually has it, which means that he's gonna find out that either his mother or father was in the clan. Now, he doesn't know anything until, well, he uses his his he pricks a little bit of his blood and just puts it on there. Then he accesses to all the files. Now, the third Hokage says that his mother was a Uzumaki and that his father would have just been a Senju. He doesn't know this, but Minato's a Senju. Even the third Hokage himself would be thinking that Minato never told him, like I said before. So it's news to him. Now, uh, the reason why, if I didn't say it, Minato was never told about this. I mean, he knew that he was technically a Senju. Well, he didn't know he was a Senju technically because his father taught him a few things, but it never actually stuck to him. But his mother told him that his father learned how to use wood, and she always admired the first Hokage. So it kind of led to from one thing to another. After a while, he found out, probably in heaven, who his father was. Now, not Minato, Naruto would actually be walking around the facility and seeing different things, like different weapons. Throughout the facility, there's one room that has a crap ton of weapons, depending on what was needed for war or for any battlefield ever thought up. Even to where there was just these two two spheres that look like the tip of looks like the the piercing part of the spear. It looked like it had like stars in it inside of it. Like, one was blue and one was orange, and the orange one possessed this powerful source of chakra where it looks like it looks like a bunch of stars in a galaxy. And so did the blue one, but the blue one was much more calmer, yet it had its own it looked like the power was tamed. If you guys don't understand, think of it like this. The orange one possessed basically Super Saiyan, and the other one was Super Saiyan God, where one was just pouring out the chakra and one was holding it in, making it stronger. Both were strong, but in their own ways. So he started reading about his heritage. He just like read like book after book. He wasn't a smart person by any means. I mean, he has his own talents and stuff, but what made him shine, or what made him really want to read those books, was just the fact that he belonged to something. If anything, he belonged to the Senju clan, which means that he's not just a monster anymore. He doesn't feel so depressed. He actually feels dang near happy about it. Well, scratch that. He is very happy about this whole revelation. How Naruto became somewhat, you know, he's no longer going to view himself as like a brat. He's gonna view himself as like somebody who is going to be the next Hokage, the greatest Hokage of all time, the GOAT, with the H being silent. Now, he's learning different jutsus. Like one, the dragon jutsu, and you know the giant statue. Not the what is it called? What are those things called again? Wood giant, wood dragon jutsu, and he's also going to learn forest emergence. He's actually going to be using the wood in different ways. You'll see in the future, all right, people. But one of the moves that he really wanted to learn was the Buddhist the technically it's the Buddhist statue, but I forgot what they called it in the anime. If any of you guys could search it up for me and help me out with what the name is supposed to be, that would be really much appreciated. Now, as for weapons, he's going to be primarily using Kenjutsu. And I'm going to scratch off that. The only thing he knows is the Rasengan and the clones and his wood style. And you guys might be thinking, but what about him having like elemental powers and like him being like a very OP Naruto? Like, all that. I am going to, I will fulfill the request by giving him a new type of Kenjutsu. This one is actually made from freaking Minato's downgraded version of his Super Kenjutsu. Like this is its new Kekkei Genkai, if it's even called that. So, while learning how to use the swords, he becomes he's starting to try to master it, but he doesn't understand how to use it until he learns the second version of it, Kenjutsu, dual Kenjutsu, which is basically operating with two swords. Now, with that happening, he starts using armor. He finds a lot of armor because it's been made, and there's recipes on how to make it like useful in different situations, and even giving him like even like some of those armors, giving him the ability to have even more chakra. But Naruto finding out that he has so much chakra, he never really thinks he should have it. But for safe measure, he always has it like in that room or in the house, so that way wham, like bam, right there, I have it already. There's no need for me to feel scared anymore. I got this. Oh, besides that, he freaking uses what is it called? He uses seals. Basically, he learns how to become like somewhat of a seal master, but he doesn't learn it all the way. So he learns like basic seals, how to like hide his presence, how to like disorganize somebody's chakra for a few seconds, how to make healing. He makes healing seals, and he learns different things. Now, those different things are basically making people faster, invisibility, different. Like he learns pretty much a good amount of it, but he can't. It's basically like level 2 in a level 10 situation. So he's pretty. He's okay. He's okay for now. Let's see. What else would he be learning? Oh, he's gonna be learning Sage mode. Don't think I didn't know. I wasn't going to do that. He's going to learn Sage mode, and not only that, he's going to have what's called. What color should it be? I know. I feel like it should be orange. No, I'm gonna make it blue. I'm gonna make it a blue Sage mode. So he learns that, and let's see. Okay. So while like every day he at least learns a different thing. He reads a little bit more. He understands about the Great War and stuff. So now he's understanding. He's going a little bit into politics and to how society works and what it used to be like. Naruto is like bewildered by all this. How much information each book had. Like it pertains to certain parts. But he was interested in that Hyuga girl. He was interested in how who that like Hyuga girl was. The one that basically was shy in front of him, but he remembered long time ago. He probably hit his head before, but he remembered, you know, playing around with her, if not for just a little bit. Naruto saw her and he forgot her name already, but she was always the shy type. Well, he'll keep that in mind later. Now, we're going to go when Naruto is like in the classroom and they're going to do like, oh, we're going to give you guys the test for, you know, graduation for graduation, and they do the shadow clone jutsu or the clone jutsu, and everybody is like, bam, like right there, just Iruka Sensei, or well, Naruto does his like sexy jutsu because he may be he may be a freaking well, he may be a freaking like he's gonna turn like OP one day at a younger age, but he's still technically the reincarnation of Ashura, and you know Hashirama. Those both have a sense of humor, if anything. Give me a second here, people. All right, so Naruto. Sorry about that. Naruto is basically he doesn't look like that. Well, technically he looks like that. I couldn't find anything with the shade of well, technically it's blue. So Naruto looks like this. All right, he looks like that, and Naruto also has this like he has red, like he has red eyes, and he is going for like he has armor on him, but people think it's just like fake and stuff until one day somebody tries to punch him and he blocks. Naruto sees that the kid's hand pretty much is probably sprained because the person here was being a numbnuts and thought that, punch Naruto, because everybody still doesn't like Naruto they basically see him the same rate as he would have been in canon. The only difference is that, people started to give him a little bit of more respect because they found out that the kid is a Senju, and the elders think, well, like, hey, we got a Senju in we got a Senju, we can turn that kid. Sorry about that. We can turn that kid against other people, make him a weapon. Sarutobi shut that down immediately. When I mean immediately, I mean like all of them, like most of them just got the new rule. Think about going near Naruto and having ill will intentions. You will be killed on the spot by Anbu Shinobi that Sarutobi trust. Or him. And to go getting stabbed by a kunai is much more better than whatever Hiruzen has for the rest, for anybody. So you better pray that if you're going after Naruto, make sure you're getting killed by a freaking Anbu member and not, the third Hokage that uses smoke jutsus. Or uses the Monkey King himself, who will kill you with his, with the monkey fist or that stick. I do not know if that stick is like related. I don't know if that monkey's kind of going with the whole Wukong thing, but with that stick that freaking with the stick that the third Hokage had, it kind of had a similar resemblance to the power pole. I forgot what its name actually is, but now, okay, a little bit of breathing, but Naruto, he's coming in with the new drip. Essentially, first time I ever said that. in this context. But everybody is like looking at him, thinking that he is going to be different. I should have mentioned that before the whole everybody gets their graduation quiz. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. Now, Naruto goes and does the quirk, the not the quirk, the test, and he makes wooden clones. After that, he makes several shadow clones, and basically, when he made a copy clone, not a copy clone, but a clone, when he did the clone jutsu, he basically saw that all of his clone looked like a freaking it looked weaker than a freaking leaf. If a leaf were to touch him, it would basically pulverize it to a new existence. Now, as for Naruto's fighting abilities, oh yeah, he's learned how to throw wood, like not wooden kunai, just metal kunai. I mean, he's gonna use like sharp sticks and just launch him at a good speed. He's gonna use that for later. So Naruto just shoots out like a couple of kunai, and he's pretty much making the mark. Naruto also uses freaking different jutsus, and they're basically saying this kid has to be a tuning uh, by the end of this whole like thing. And Naruto, he's basically promoted to Genin, and Mizuki actually gets caught by the Anbu because he was trying to get close to Naruto. Once they found out something sketchy was up with that, you know, that whole thing happens. But yeah. Now Naruto is he's doing his own thing. If some of you guys thought, oh, I thought he was gonna get the freaking flying Rajin, don't worry about that. I got that under control. Now, Naruto is fighting with different types of jutsus, such as, well, he's using wood jutsus and regular shadow clone jutsus. Learning how to train and stuff. He's training by himself, but he's seen a couple of ninjas like Hinata, which now she's a genin, and others like Kiba. And Kiba and Naruto's still a loudmouth. He will still talk crap to you. So when Kiba decided to try to mess with him, because he thinks he's the alpha of the pack, and he thinks he's the alpha because his sister, and I think his sister and his mother are like part of the Anbu and stuff, and use tracker dogs, and Naruto, all of Naruto's bloodlines, Uzumaki, Namikaze, Senju, the fact that he has 9 tails. What else? What else? Oh yeah. This is a good one right here. Also, the fact that he can use Rasengan in the future, and also being the reincarnation of Asura. Yeah. Now, I forgot to mention about freaking technically, since Naruto is the reincarnation of Hashirama, he is technically his own grandfather. Shout out to those who watch Futurama and all that stuff. But anyway, he basically goes 1-on-1 against Kiba, and he's trying to fight him. Kiba's actually putting up a good fight, and Naruto is trying to catch up to him. But like I said before, he's not OP just yet. but he has trained a lot to where he's taking less hits, and not only that, he does a sucker punch into Kiba's he does a sucker punch to Kiba's leg, and he basically falls on the floor, and he says, "How did he do that?" And Naruto says he pretty much just punched him, and not only that, he basically puts his hands on the floor, causing wood to go, causing like the earth to shake, and Kiba saying, "What's happening?" He's about to jump, but then he's caught by the wood that's attached around his leg, and Kiba sees this, and Naruto just runs to him, punches him, and just does a flurry of punches. Like, he punches him like there's no tomorrow. He's trying to go as hard as he can, and Kiba is basically on the ground with blood, coughing out blood, and he's like not dazed, he's blacked out, and all you just hear is like, I'm in pain. That's all you hear. Naruto, sees Hinata, and he says, "So you're the one that watches me from time to time." And Hinata just sees that Naruto is close to him, but what catches her even more off guard, and what basically one of her big secrets, is that I see you watch me at times. I don't know if you don't like me or anything, because he's kind of dense, but he'll catch on like in the future. But Naruto tells her that if you don't like me, I understand. I don't like it when it's not that I don't like it when you don't stare at me, but I don't like it when you stare at me and you have anger or hatred towards me, because I feel like if you tell me, we can probably work together, and I can help you out with not, disliking me and stuff. Because I want to be your friend. And Hinata, she blushes, and she's trying to say like, no, no, Naruto, I don't hate you. I don't hate you whatsoever. It's the opposite of hate. I can tell you that. I can guarantee you it's no hate, it's no hatred or nothing. But it falls on deaf ears, and Hinata, after hearing that Naruto says that she wants to be his friend, Hinata says that, will you be my friend? Naruto says, of course I'll be Hinata. He says, like, of course I would be Hinata-chan. And hearing Chan, something that people would give to those that they would either A, like, or B, respect. Whichever one it is, it doesn't matter. She likes it, and she basically faints. And Naruto says, "Oh boy, what did I do this time? I didn't do not. I didn't even touch her. I didn't touch her whatsoever. Everybody here's a witness. I did not hurt her or laid hands on her." This is when he starts running away after Sakura and Ino see, like, "What did you do, Naruto?" And girls for some reason have to stick together. Naruto would like to, like, literally slap the crap out of these two after being mean to him for a long time and treating him like an outcast. But right now is not the time for that. He has to go before other people decide to, oh yeah, Naruto's also a menace to society yet again. So Naruto is starting to be happy and stuff, like, making a new friend, which he has to admit this person there is kind of weird, but he kind of likes this kind of weird that she's giving off. Now, after that, Team 7 is a thing. You know, Naruto waits and sees that. Sorry about that. Naruto waits, and he's seen that, they're seeing that Kakashi is not here yet. Like, I wonder who the new teacher is. They basically do the same thing as in canon. But Naruto, he's actually, getting ready for them pranks. Those class one, those class A pranks right there. And he does something different. Instead of a freaking chalkboard, it's even worse. It's freaking dirt. No, not dirt. It's a bucket full of chalk. And it's basically chalk powder. So when basically Sakura says he won't fall for that, the bucket falls over his head, actually hurting him a bit because it's a heavy piece of chalk all in one go, and it's not falling off yet until it flips over. So Kakashi looks like a freaking ghost. Now, Kakashi's like, "Who did that? Which one of you fucking rascals decided to do this? I'm gonna make your life a living hell." So Naruto says, "It was me. I did it. For my own sanity. The fact that you left us, the fact that you made us wait for a whole 2 hours, nah. You don't get to do that to me and decide that, oh, you're the one who should be offended, huh? After making us wait? No. I do not feel bad whatsoever. You know what? I feel the opposite of bad. I feel freaking ecstatic. This is when Kakashi's like, you know what? I kind of like you now. Because, you're someone who's not boring and is actually kind of having a bit of fun. And at the same time, he's like, but I also hate the fact that you did this. So I like you, but I hate you. So, yeah. Naruto's like saying, ha 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 ha, being me as usual. So, Naruto give. Naruto gets ready to go up top of the roof because Kakashi he knows about Kakashi's stick after knowing that he was gonna have a sensei and find doing a little bit of research on a lot of people because Naruto actually wants to be a little smart, but he does it in the weirdest ways, such as trying to peek at people's personal lives. But he realizes that he can't really do with that all the time because people have different things to do, and Naruto doesn't, have the brain power just yet to just process it all. So Naruto is like, you know what? I'm gonna just find out about all the ninja, at least all the ninjas that are known, that usually will take students, and basically Kakashi was on the list, and so was the other teachers. And there was also a guy named Might Guy, and he found out about Lee, Neji, and Tenten. And also he learned from freaking Kakashi and his whole thing about the bell test, which he kind of found out that it's about teamwork. So Naruto has to keep that in mind. Now he goes into the top, and all the others go into the top too. They all do their whole thing. Sasuke does his whole emo. There's this certain someone I want to kill, but I have to sound like somebody that's tired and that has a drinking problem. But Sakura does her whole thing too. We're like, I like Sasuke. The fact that he's my Sasuke. Oh yeah, I hate Naruto. I hate everyone else, especially that bitch Ino. But I like Sasuke. She does her own thing, and Naruto is right there, coming up with his freaking blood. Not with his bloodline. Coming up with the freaking. Hello, my name's Naruto. I like a lot of things. I dislike bad people, scum, people that would prefer the rules instead of their comrades. Oh wait, Kakashi likes that. You know what? Give it to let Naruto use that thing too. It's not. It's like it's kind of a good thing that he has that kind of mentality. Oh yeah, he also wants to find out who his father is and how does he. He wants to also be the greatest Hokage of all time, the goat with the capitals with the capital H silent with the capital H silent. People, can I get that in the chat? R.I.P. forever and forever, sweet prince. But anyway, so while Naruto's doing that, he goes and tells Kakashi what are they going to do. Kakashi explains to him that they're not gonna eat for they're not gonna hopefully he's not they're not gonna eat tomorrow. Otherwise, they're gonna throw up for the training he has. And Naruto is waiting for a day or so, and well, he's gonna eat. Before that, he and Shikamaru and Choji are doing their own thing, are technically going to the stores and grabbing a couple of items. Naruto, making a bit of money after he sold a couple of wooden art statues. And the guy that didn't like him at first thought that he was actually pretty good at this. And with this being actually made from a Senju, this should be worth a lot more money. And he says, "Kid, I'm gonna give you some cash. I'm gonna give you like probably this is gonna be sold from like $20 each. You could have probably two." And after a lot of people found out this was made from a Senju, and there's people that there's a merchant that recognizes the wood structure, and like there's a guy that knows about art and about chakra and about bloodlines and about something, and he just basically goes on and says, you know what, this is authentic, and people started buying the crap out of that. So like he made around $200 an hour. Not Naruto, but like the guy made $200 an hour. Gave him $20 each day, and for those each days, like he started using that as like he started using the like making better arts, and people from a lot of different nations found out about the whole Senju making this stuff. So a lot of other people decided to buy it, like other merchants, and they gave Naruto a lot more money. And that's how he became kind of like, oh, I got money now. Yay. Like he doesn't have a lot of money. He's not a billionaire, but he gets $1,000 probably a week if he makes more art. So they buy some ninja tools and different kinds of you know things for Choji, such as like food pills or different medications. For Shikamaru, they would buy. What would they buy? A new shogi set, and Naruto would actually buy different kinds of scrolls that they can use for forging and forging weapons. And Naruto is going to be going on on the training after that. Well, no, he doesn't go. He goes to the training grounds where he learns how to use different kenjutsu styles again. And while fighting himself, he gets tuckered out and he goes to sleep. Then wakes up the next day thinking to himself, "Ah, crap, I'm late." This is when he sends out a clone, and he gets ready, like to. He says, "Hey, clone, just go, and believe me, I understand that you're hungry, but if you don't go right now, basically I'm gonna be screwed over. And once you're reverted back, you can actually me and you are technically the same, so you're gonna get your fill of your stomach's gonna get food. All right, so don't worry your pretty little head." Now Naruto starts eating, and he starts getting ready. He takes a shower. He does all that stuff, and this is when the clone Naruto just comes in, and he says, "Sorry, I'm late. I woke up late, and I tried running here as fast as I can. So I'm not pulling a Kakashi out of here." This is when Kakashi's like, "Hey, I understand I'm late, but you don't have to be so mean about it." So Naruto joins in, and the three basically are told about the bell test. And Sasuke says, "You two don't get in my way, because I'm edgy that way." That kind of edgy. Now, Naruto and Sakura basically were Naruto wanted Sakura to help him out, but Hinata says that you're only gonna get in Sasuke Kun's way. It's better if you don't, join them. Naruto says, "Oh boy, we're gonna fail," and I haven't even shown my powers yet, but we're gonna fail. Give me a second here, people. Yeah, something's wrong here. All right, all right. So when the whole thing, when their fight begins, Naruto goes his own way, and he actually just sticks just like close to Kakashi, and Kakashi says, "Why aren't you going?" And Naruto says, "Well, because I really don't want to fight. Well, like I don't really want to fight you with the other two because this whole mission is about teamwork." And well, these people aren't going to be doing teamwork too well. I know technically we're going to fail, but I want to fight you myself. So, will you fight me? This is when Naruto starts putting up some hand seals, and this is when he places a seal on the ground, and he just like goes, you know, he starts he just gets away for a second, then comes back when Naruto right there, just landing a freaking punch, which doesn't actually hit Kakashi. It actually hits a piece of wood. Because Kakashi just saw that and he was like, "Nope," and dodges it. Well, he does a substitution jutsu. But then Kakashi comes back and says, "Ah, I see. You're not an average. You're not average, kid. You're special." And Naruto says, "Yeah, I am special, and I'm special enough to do this." He summons a bunch of wooden spikes on the ground that are just like like starting to come up, and then basically try to hit Kakashi, but Kakashi can't do anything. It's not that he can't do anything, but he's not like moving around as much. But this is when Naruto is jumping and actually gets behind Kakashi and just tries to do a slash at a slash at the bells, but doesn't actually get it. But this is when the Naruto that was the wood clone basically grabs Kakashi's legs and throws him to the ground. This is when Naruto and the wood clone try to basically fight it 1-on-1 or 2-on-1. And this is when Naruto is actually doing pretty well. And Kakashi sees that Naruto does know teamwork because they're not fighting differently. They're fighting as if they were one person. And with this whole thing, Kakashi actually sees that Naruto should be not punished. He shouldn't be punished because of his other team members that aren't going to actually do anything. But this is when Naruto actually is just having a fight with him. Kakashi, seeing this, actually lays a couple of hits on Naruto, but he gets back up again, saying, If that's all you got, then you better be scared because this is just a bit of my power." And he actually just starts fighting him again. Then the Wood Clone just runs around for a second, jumping around, doing shooting out like kunai, and Naruto sees Kakashi right there, and he summons 20 freaking shadow clones. And this is when they start just running around doing their thing. And Kakashi doesn't know what they're doing. They're shooting, the kunai at him, and some of them are attacking him. And this is when they all disperse, and Naruto looks at him and says, "Kakashi, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've learned a couple of new techniques, and I've decided to make some new moves of my own. This doesn't actually count, but this should work, huh?" And this is when Kakashi says, "What are you talking about?" "Well, you're gonna see what happens when I actually put my brain at 100% power. Believe it." And this is when Kakashi sees that he's gone, and Naruto's right there, actually doing a palm, hitting him with the palm of his hand. And this is when Kakashi actually is like, "Ow, that hurts." And he says, "I didn't even see where he was at." And Naruto says, "You can't see me at all, huh?" And this is when he hits him again, and again, and again, and again. This is when Kakashi's saying, "What's happening?" And Naruto shoots out a bunch of freaking, well, demon windmill shurikens, and Kakashi just jumps up in the air, but Naruto's right there behind him, saying, "Wooden Dragon Jutsu," and shoots out two small wooden dragons that are probably the size of, what is it? I don't know, but think of it as like probably the two small versions of not like Hashirama's twin dragon, not twin dragon, his wooden dragon jutsu. And Naruto basically sees that Kakashi is trying to get away, but he can't since he's in the air, and well, he basically gets hurt, or he gets grabbed, and Naruto grabs his bells and just takes him away. Sasuke and Sakura see this, and they're wondering, how did he do that, and how was he able to beat a freaking Jonin, Jonin. That's also, that's also like at his first time at a young age. Sorry about that, but this is when everything happens as in canon, but with Sakura being the one to lose because Sasuke actually had a couple of ideas, but it was supposed to be on his own. Mm, Naruto tells him what the whole mission was about, and that they couldn't even get one bell. This is when Sasuke is kind of apologetic at that moment, saying he's sorry, but he's not really sorry because he was trying to win and they got in his way. He was getting ready until he got it. Since Naruto stayed, he couldn't do a lot of things since it could have hurt him. Sasuke actually, first time ever, well, in the series, being nice in the beginning. Besides feeding Sakura, and Sakura says that it should be you that should, have it, and they're basically being kinder to each other, kind of sparking a teensy bit of freaking romance, if not for like probably 2 seconds. But hey, that's as much romance as she got in the beginning, huh, people? Anyway, Kakashi gets fake angry, and after that, he actually says, "You both pass." And Naruto passed already since one, he got the bells, and two, he understood what it was supposed to be, and I'm not gonna punish him. So yeah, they're going to do the freaking they're going to do the Tazuna Bridge arc, which I'll do later. So hopefully you liked it. This has been the Fallout with a Fear. Bye. Oh yeah. Quick side note. Tomorrow is when I do the Issei thing because yeah, I was at work. I did not think I would actually be at work, and yeah, that sucks. So, see you later, guys.